Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Natika Akila binti Muhammad Abdul Bashir and my ID number is 20234235564. The management of public finances have become a central topic of discussion in many countries, especially as societies demand higher level of integrity, openness and accountability from government institutions. Financial reporting in the public sector is not merely a technical requirement, but a mechanism that reflects how public resources are planned, used, and justified to the community. Scholars and policymakers are increasingly agree that three core elements, which are transparency, governance, and financial accountability, play a decisive role in shaping the credibility and effectiveness of public financial report. The article entitled "The Influence of Transparency, Governance and Financial Accountability in Managing Financial Reporting in the Public Sector" contribute to this discussion by analysing how these pillars interact by improving reporting quality through a literature-based approach. This review will explore the ethical argument within the wider complex of public sector reform, highlight its relevance to current governance challenges, and extend the extent of which the insight and value to ongoing debates on accountability in public finance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Syahida binti Sulaiman. The main issue highlighted in this article is the lack of transparency, weak governance, and low financial accountability in the public sector's financial reporting. Even though many public organizations are required to present their financial statements according to proper standards, in reality, there are still issues of corruption, misuse of public funds, and inaccurate financial information. This weakness happens because transparency and accountability are not fully practiced, and governance structures are sometimes ineffective. The article points out that public sector financial reporting is not just about preparing numbers or reports. It's actually a reflection of ethical behavior and responsibility in managing public money. When there is a lack of transparency, the public loses trust in government institutions. Similarly, when governance is weak, internal control becomes ineffective, and that opens the door for unethical practices such as fraud, bias in decision-making, and manipulation of financial data. By the principles of good governance, resulting in poor financial performance. This shows that even though the policies are there, the implementation is still lacking, especially in ensuring that every transaction and financial activities is reported honestly and accurately. So, the issue is not only technical, it is also ethical. The authors emphasize that good governance and transparency are not just management tools, they are part of ethical responsibility. Without integrity and accountability, financial reports cannot truly reflect the real financial situation. In short, the core issue addressed by this article is how the absence of transparency, accountability, and governance weakens the ethical foundation of financial reporting in the public sector. The study argues that to strengthen public trust and financial integrity, these three elements must work together. This is because transparency promotes openness, governance provides control, and accountability ensures honesty and responsibility.
My name is Nuri Umaira binti Sharin, and I would like to talk about the implications that we managed to find according to the article. The negative effect towards the economy will discourage the investments and harm the country's financial reputation globally. Other than that, low accountability and transparency can create opportunities for corruptions and misuse of funds, which will waste the economic resources. Other than that, the article also points out the negative implications towards the country if these principles are not implemented properly. First of all, weak governance and poor transparency can damage the country's reputation, which will increase corruption and reduce international trust. As a result, the country may face difficulties in securing foreign aid, investments, and global partnerships. Other than that, it can also lead to budget leakages, inefficient resource allocation, and will slow down the national development. Next is the negative implications towards the public trust. When the principles of transparency, good governance, and financial accountability are not properly implemented, it can lead to a serious loss of public trust in government institutions. Citizens will begin to feel that their leaders are hiding information or misusing public funds, especially when financial reports are unclear or not publicly accessible. Over time, this perception of secrecy and dishonesty can create a gap between the government and the people, thus weakening the sense of cooperation and mutual respect that is essential in a democratic society.
My name is Balkis Sejati binti Azman. Now I will conclude our presentations. In conclusion, the issue boils down a fundamental failure in the three pillars of good financial reporting: transparency, governance and accountability, TGA. The lack of these three elements is not just bookkeeping problem, it directly leads to ethical risks, creating a pathway for manipulations and the misuse of public funds through weak international control. The implications are severe. The true cause is twofold: a critical loss of public trust in our institutions and significant economic harm through wasted resources, budget leakage and a damaged global financial reputations. The solution is clear. We must urgently strengthen TGA across the public sector to protect these vital funds and secure our nation's financial integrity for the future.